In 9th century Baghdad, the intellectual heart of the Abbasid Caliphate, Sufism was beginning to evolve. It moved from the passionate asceticism of figures like Rabi'a to a more systematic, profound school of thought. Into this era came Abu al-Qasim al-Junayd, the master of the Sufis. The master of sober wisdom, Junayd of Baghdad and the path of balance. Junayd of Baghdad bridged the ecstatic passion of early Sufism with the sobriety of intellect, establishing the essential truth that the journey to Tawhid, oneness, must be firmly anchored in Sharia, divine law. Junayd was highly respected in two seemingly different worlds. By day, he was a successful silk merchant in the market. By night, he was a rigorous scholar of Islamic law, fiqh, and a profound seeker, steeped in mystical knowledge from his uncle, Sari al-Sakti. Unlike the ecstatic lovers who preceded him, Junayd advocated for the sobriety of the mystic. He believed that the experience of divine intoxication, though real, must be followed by a return to clarity and service. For Junayd, the spiritual journey could not be a rejection of the world, but a transformation of the self within it. He was adamant. The path to God begins and ends with the Sharia, the divine law. Without outward adherence, the inner journey is mere delusion.
All the paths are blocked, save for the one who follows in the footsteps of the messenger. Peace be upon him. Our doctrine is firmly bound to the fundamentals of the book and the Sunnah.
He taught his students that the discipline of religious duty was the necessary vessel to contain the immense spiritual insights they might receive. The wine of mystical experience required the sturdy glass of the law. Junayd's core teaching was the profound realization of Tawhid, the absolute oneness of God. This wasn't just an intellectual belief, but the complete spiritual absorption in the divine reality, stripping away all notions of self that are separate from God.
Tawhid is the isolation of the eternal from the originated. It is the realization that the individual, once separated, returns to the state before existence, when he was nothing but a trace in the presence of God.
This realization was the ultimate goal, the annihilation, Fana, of the lower self, followed by the subsistence, Baqa, in God. Yet even in this state, the mystic must return to the world to serve. Junayd's genius lay in his ability to articulate mystical experience in the clear, intellectual language of theology, making the inner world accessible to the mind without sacrificing its spiritual truth. He was the bridge between the passionate Sufis and the sober jurists.
The Sufi is he who makes the law his garment and reality his inner disposition.
He taught that the heart must be purified, not by escaping the world, but by fulfilling every duty within it with the intention of realizing God's presence. The true journey is not distance, but depth. Junayd's legacy is the ultimate corrective to any notion that spirituality is an excuse for negligence. His wisdom shows that the purest expression of inner reality is found in the highest quality of outward action. For the seeker today, his lesson is clear. The Sufism is the balance between the outward discipline of the Sharia and the inward realization of Tawhid.
The stillness of the beloved in the noise of the marketplace. True Sufism is a deeper engagement, not an escape.